Hi all, I am Meenakshi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Application in Raghunatha College of Engineering and Technology. In this video, we will solve the concept of WSDL overview and histories. One of the interactive format for describing web services in WSDL. It's a full form of Web Service Description Language. It is XML-based language format used to describe functionalities and operations involved in web services. It basically tells the client applications what the web services do. The general structure of web service description language consists of definitions, target namespace, data types, messages, port type, binding, and services. The web service description language, which acts as an XML-based language used to describe the operations and functionalities of web services. Web services are the type of software component that allows application to communicate with each other over any network typically using standard protocols like HTTP. It is divided into separate individual sections which actually specify physical details and logical designs interface of a web service. WSDL and its documents. A WSDL document defines the details of any web services. As I mentioned below, are the element associated with it. Type. This element is web service is used to define the data types used in web service, which act as an XML schema implementation message. For each operation, it's outline and define the data element in the web service associated with it. Binding. We get to know what type of port is used and what data format can be analyzed using this element. Port type. It describes all the operations used in the web services. Usage of WSDL. It uses XML-based approach to exchange information in a distributed and decentralized manner. It works in the combinations of SOAP and UDTI protocol to provide the web services. It is a language used to describe how to interface with XML services. When a client connects to the web server by using WSDL client can be able to determine what are the functions available on the server, and by using SOAP he can one of the functions which is listed in WSDL. The key features of WSDL. It's a platform independent. It's the important component in UDTI. It allows systematic approaches for define the area web services. It acts as a key support and tools to interface with XML services. It's also describe the lines of code. What are the operations in the WSDL? One way, here the operations can receive a message, but the response will not be returned. Request response. Here the operations can receive a request and the response will be returned. Solicit response. In any operations, you can send a request and we need to wait for the responses. Notification. In any operations, we can able to send a message, but we need to wait for the responses. Advantages of WSDL. Interoperability, documentations, discovery, tool, and standardizations. Disadvantage. WSDL documents are somewhat complex, especially for large web services. It's a complex tooling and beginners may find it challenge to create or modify WSDL document. It creates additional overhead which can impact performance, especially in bandwidth constrained environment. There are some alternative standards such as RESTful services, but some developers prefer human-readable alternatives to WSDL. Simple Object Access Protocol is a network protocol for exchanging structured data between nodes. It uses XML format to transfer the message. It works on top of applications layer protocols like HTTP and SMTP for notation and transmissions. SOAP allows processes to communicate throughout the platform language and operating systems. Protocols like HTTPs are already installed on all platforms. SOAP message transmits some basic informations. Information about message structures and information on processing it. Encoding instructions for applications defined data types. Information about RPC, remote procedure protocols. Remote procedures call and their responses. The messages in XML format contain 4 parts: envelope, header, body, and fault. Advantages of SOAP. SOAP was designed to be OS and platform independent. It is built on top of HTTP, which is installed in most systems. It is suggested by W3 Consortium, which is like a governing body by the web. Thank you.